Hi, my name is Sam Kippen. My student number is T00698764. I'm here with my clinical mentor, Dr. Jones here today. And we are here, we're going to be working with Scout, and we're going to be working with Scout's cephalic vein, and we're going to be placing a cephalic catheter. So Dr. Jones is going to be assisting me with all of this today. So I'm going to start by collecting all of my materials because I want to make sure that once I start my catheter placement, I have everything ready. So obviously we're going to need a catheter. So looking at our friend here, she's kind of between a medium to large size dog. So I'm going to choose to place the 22 gauge catheter. So I've got a 22 gauge catheter. Just like in the video that we had for school, I am going to pick two catheters, two 22 gauges, just to have them ready. And if I have two, then hopefully I only need one. Same thing, two PRNs. I've drawn up some flush here from our bag here. So I've got my flush ready for myself here. And then I need to make sure I have my prep. So I'm going to come over here and make sure that I do get my prep solution. So I need to have chlorhexidine. This is chlorhexidine 4%. And then I also need to make sure that I have 99% alcohol. We can use 70% alcohol and above, but in here we have 99% alcohol. So I need to make sure that I do have somewhere that I can put all of these things. So I've got a nice little bowl here, I can use that. And I'm going to need to make sure that I have enough gauze in order to do this appropriately. So I need to do 3 chlorhexidine scrubs and 1 alcohol final prep. I will make 1 extra square just in case, because sometimes a dog's leg is very dirty and you can start with using alcohol, then go to the chlorhexidine 3 times, then do 1 more alcohol. So I've got all of that there. So this dog is sedated, so I am okay to put all of this right beside my patient here. Got my clippers here. And as you can see, I do have my fluid set up right here as well because we're going to be hooking fluids up to our catheter. So it looks like I have everything I need here. Except for, yes, my tape. So we're going to want to tape in the catheter, of course. If I wanted to, I could cut this tape in half, but I'm just going to choose to use the full pieces here. I want to make sure that I have lots of tape. I need 3 pieces. But I am going to pull just 1 extra here. I hate to get started and then have my tape crumple up or something and not have an extra piece to work with. And I've got some nochu that I can add on if I wish later. So, I'm going to ask you now to hold on to our friend Scout here and to occlude the vein. And I'm just going to see if I can get a feel of this vein. We've got it right about there. That's great. Thank you, Dr. Jones. Now this is what the owners are going to see, so you want to try and make this as even as possible at the bottom. Try and make it look as pretty as possible, maybe a little more right here. Great. So now I can put these clippers out of my way. And I'm going to start with 1 piece of gauze and a little bit of alcohol just for a quick scrub to get rid of some of the hair here. Get some of the hair out of the way. Now that we have it shaved, I'm going to ask you to roll again so we can get a really good feel before we do the prep, because we don't want to be touching the area once we've got the prep done. But at this point, it's totally okay to be touching the vein. And you can see it's really standing up there. The vein is right there. That's right. And then we will use the chlorhexidine. We're going to do 3 chlorhexidine scrubs here. So, place some chlorhexidine on there. And then we just want to go down. So we're going in 1 direction. We're not rubbing up and then back, up and back. We're just going in 1 direction. Same thing here. And then we need our final. That's great. I can get all of this out of my way here as well. Give myself some more room. So I can start by popping my PRN here. So I want to make sure that that's ready for when I need it. And then I've got my 22 gauge catheter. So now I want to make sure that my bevel is up. I'm going to take the leg and insert the catheter, wait for some flashback as we see there, and then flick forward and advance. I can take the end off, ask Dr. Jones to stop occluding. Take my stylet out, and then put the end on again, the end of the stylet. Now, I can tape. So I'm gonna start with taping one over, just like so. And I wanna be able to see the end of my catheter here, that's important. Tape over, you wanna tape as neatly as you possibly can, making a tab, that way it's easier to take off after. And then we place another piece of tape underneath. That way the catheter doesn't have an opportunity to be running out. So placing this underneath, trying to make it as neat as possible, but honestly, I did not need as much tape as what I've picked here. Again, having a little piece folded over there for a tab, and then we want to just have one more piece on top, like this, but still allowing ourselves to see the very end of the catheter here. Like so. Now I need to set up my fluids here. Press on.
You want to flush it first?
It's already been flushed.
Okay, so that should be all set there. And now I need to put my flush in, just to make sure that I've got good placement. So I can take this off now. Taking it off, and then we are flushing. And it's flowing very well into this catheter. I don't feel any resistance. I shouldn't be feeling any resistance. So I am not. So then I can hook up my fluids. Taking this needle off. And then attaching.
Not too tight.
It's well on there.
Some.
And then I'm just going to press run. So now that is running, and there should be fluids going directly into the catheter. Can you get a close-up there, Mel? So we should have fluids running. You can see that it is coming down here. And we should have fluids running in. So, yeah, it should be running just fine. We can see that it is. Okay, fantastic. And we are all done.